survive poisoned productions.
Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing these super fun candy cane like hair accessory things. There used to be a lot of these when I was like younger. I remember specifically having ladybug ones with like just a little bit of Velcro on the back, and then you like stick them in your hair. These are super easy to make. I'll show you everything I used, how I did it, and all that. But yeah, I thought these would be super cute for the holiday season, just to quickly pop in your hair just to make it a bit more festive. And you don't only have to do candy canes, you could do like a snowman or like cookies or presents. You could really make anything and stick them in your hair and make them a cute accessory. So I thought this would be super quick and easy, and I wanted to show you guys before it actually got into the Christmas season, just so you guys could actually get all the supplies in case you don't have them already, which I'm assuming you don't, because they're kind of like weird things to have around your house. But I digress. Let's just get right into it, guys. So the first thing you're going to want to do is take some polymorph plastic. Mine specifically is the brand Ellimorph. It's from the Ellimax SFX tutorials here on YouTube. They do create their own polymorph plastic things. So I did order from them just because I like to support other YouTubers, this and that. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be using today. And now you want a glass of water, and I put mine in the microwave for about 45 seconds just to make it pretty hot. And I'm gonna take like a little palm full of beads like this and drop them into the cup. And when they're ready to mold, they go clear. This stuff is really nice because you can mold absolutely anything you want, any shape you want. And because I've been like setting up for videos and stuff, my water has gotten cold, so I'm gonna quickly go pop it back in the microwave for another 45 seconds, and when I take it out, my plastics in the bottom of my cup will no longer be white, they're gonna be completely see-through. And then I'm going to get them out with a spoon and start molding them. Okay, so I had to pop mine in for like an extra 10 seconds other than my initial 45, so you might have to make it a bit longer depending on how long it takes your Ellimorph stuff to go plastic. Now I'm just scooping it out of the cup with a spoon. I'm not putting my hands in the water at all. And shake it off a little bit, like, because you don't want any of the water to still be in any of the beads. So as you can see, these have definitely gone clear. I'm not really sure if you can see that well on the screen right here. But it's really soft, and now I can start molding it. So I'm first going to roll it and then just hook it. I made a bigger one for this purposes just because I wanted you to be able to see it on camera fairly well. I could have even let this warm up a little bit more because I can still see some of the whiteness of the beads, but it's still molding just fine. And this doesn't take that long to dry either. Like, you could literally make these the night you wanted to wear them, as long as you did it like early in the morning and gave you enough time, and it would be fine, which is what's really nice about this stuff. So now I have my shape. I'm just gonna set that aside and let it cool, and then we can paint it. So for paint, sorry, I'm just closing my Ellimorph bag because that would be sad times if those fell all over the place, and I could totally see me doing that, something stupid like that. So I also painted mine in a couple different colors. I did just red ones, and then I had some red and green ones, and then I also did these little tiny pink ones. So I did do some little pink ones, and then I also did, as you can see, some reds, some greens, some just red ones. You can also do like red and pink ones, just green ones. I just chose to do a variety of colors, and again, if you choose to do like a snowman or a cookie or whatever, just paint it accordingly. Now, I just got like the cheap regular acrylic paints from Michael's. I think they were like $1.30 each or $1.60 each, something like that. I did get red, green, pink, and then I also got a glitter paint. So I don't know if you can notice, but the red and the pink ones actually have some glitter in them, whereas these green and red striped ones, I just put a little bit of varnish gloss on it just to make them shiny. But again, that's totally like personal preference. So if you do find that this is like you need to remold it or anything, you can just pop it back in the hot water and just leave it in there for a while. That's what I'm gonna do just because mine didn't go completely clear, my little beads. And I like mine completely clear because then they don't get this like kind of, I don't know, rocky texture because they're not completely moldable yet. I don't know if that makes sense. But the more you work with polymorph plastic, the more you'll understand that like you really just want them all completely clear so that they really smush together very well and they really just mold very well together. See, it's definitely more clear now. All of the beads are clear, rather than a select few. So I'm just gonna continue to mold this guy. I found that the smaller ones the smaller candy canes were easier to paint. Like, where is a good example? Like this really thin one was a lot easier to paint than these like thick ones. That was just out of personal preference, and to be honest, I thought the bigger ones would be easier to paint. Not sure why I thought that. We're also gonna need the world's tiniest freaking paintbrush. I don't know where my actual paintbrush that I used is, but I like using this Joe Fresh eyeliner, which is gonna sound really out of context. You're like, why are you telling me this? But it has this really, really thin end. And so whenever I am done with one of these, I take the brush away, I clean it, and I use it actually for face makeups and stuff like this. So that's the brush I use, but I would recommend getting like a nail brush or something like that, something with like very few hairs on it. Like you want it super tiny. And then what you're also gonna need is some Velcro. And so what you're gonna need to do is cut really tiny strips off the rough edge of the Velcro. So when you get Velcro, there's a soft part and a rough part. And you are gonna wanna cut really tiny thin strips off this rough part. And then you're gonna wanna take some hot glue and hot glue it to the back of your candy cane. And then you're done. You're ready to rock and roll. So basically mold it, paint it, gloss it, and then Velcro it. And then literally you're done. Like you can be done these in like, I don't even know, probably 15, 20 minutes. Like they take no time at all. I also do recommend getting really tiny sewing scissors just so that you can cut around any Velcro bits that are like sticking out from the back of your candy cane.
So here I'm showing you the size comparison between the different candy canes. The one that I used today I just made bigger so you could actually see it in the video. And again, it still has that rocky texture just because I didn't leave the polymorph in the hot water long enough. Yeah, I know I'm super impatient. I'm sure that shocks no one. And here you can see the two pieces of the Velcro that I stuck on this candy cane.
But again, just as a reminder, you don't have to do candy canes. You can do absolutely anything, like teddy bears, snowman. It's all up to your imagination because this polymorph plastic stuff is super easy to work with. One thing I did forget to mention earlier is that when polymorph plastic dries, it does dry white. Like if your pellets are white like mine, it'll dry white. But if you get colored pellets, then it will dry whatever color you bought them in. So yeah, I hope you guys kind of understood what I was going for here. I did originally want to do like a step-by-step for each thing, but I really just don't think that's like super necessary. Just because it is really so easy. And I'm sorry that this video is kind of like short and rushed, but I am in finals and so I'm not even sure if I'll be able to make like another Christmas video for this season at some point. I'm not really sure. And another tip for putting these in, definitely make sure your hair is dirty. You want your hair dirty and like sort of tufted so that the Velcro can get kind of tangled within your own hair. That's how it stays on. So either pin your hair up with bobby pins so that it's pretty tight and you can just slide the candy cane right on. Like you have to make sure that the hair is a little bit naughty or matted, just so that, not really matted, but you know what I mean, like dirty so that it can actually adhere to your hair. If you curled your hair too, I think this would look really cute in that. If you like tucked it in some of the curls, I think that would look super cute for the holidays too. I just did a quick little messy pin-up look with it. I hope you guys enjoy it. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say about this. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something. Again, it's not as like super detailed as I'd like it to be, but I don't think all the videos always need to be like that. So yes, but please, please, please give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next video.